how 50% of glaucoma in Australia is undetected, and that number reaches 90% in the developing world, and how we can address that. What are the technological limitations today, and what potential new technology can be used to improve the reach and improve the detection rates of glaucoma? And I put the first app together, and I guess in retrospect that was the MVP, the minimum viable product, and we started testing it on my patients. And I was very struck initially at how much my patients liked it. They said, "Keep going, Simon, this is good." And so I did. They were saying, "When's this going to be ready?" And so these were real, a shot in the arm that made me want to keep going. And at about this stage early on, Microsoft got involved. People from Microsoft found out what I was doing. They liked the idea of what I was doing, and they wanted to get involved. And that was amazing. They got me onto the Microsoft for Startups program, and they really helped me lift it in terms of doing it right, doing it properly, cybersecurity, login protocols, deployment correctly, splitting the front end from the back end, setting up the database correctly, all these things that happen in the background of any modern application. And so that was really exciting to get that support. And by this stage, the programming team had grown. There were a number of us working on the application by now. Also, the research team had grown because I had gathered our initial research. I'd presented at a number of conferences, had gotten some interest, quite a bit of interest, and even won some awards for it. And people were coming up to me, "Can I get involved? This sounds interesting. I want to use it in my country." And before long, there were several countries around the world where research was happening, not just Australia, but New Zealand, Vietnam, Uganda, and talks in South Africa and Ethiopia. And as the research team grew, the product refined. We learnt about regulatory control and regulatory approval and how to achieve that. We also involved commercialization experts and started to get a sales team involved. I was fortunate to be asked to speak in South Africa. We thought that Africa would be a good early place for Eyeonic because there is such a need, so much glaucoma, and for various reasons, conventional visual field tests were not quite right, did not quite have a good fit in Africa. We have now a number of stakeholders around the world interested that we're talking with, a number of large institutions and companies around the world that are interested in Eyeonic. So it's a very exciting time, and as our team grows and as our product refines, I need to keep working on it and learning how not just to create a great product, but to create a great team, a company, to really make Eyeonic a global leader in digital eye healthcare for the future. I strongly believe that large, bulky machines that test vision were 20th century items, and the future is all about digital integration. The risk of cybersecurity is always there, and we need to address it, but we can't be scared. And it's all about data, telehealth, the judicious use of AI, and seamless integration between a number of healthcare parties, all for the benefit of the patient.